Welcome to Behind the Box. This is Gaming Solutions, where we take a look at common board gaming challenges and offer you solutions that have worked for us. Today, we're going to be looking at the Traditionalist. Now, the Traditionalist is somebody that has a really narrow view on what board games are. Perhaps they've only played Monopoly and Dominoes, for example, and that's all they'll play. They don't know that there's other games to try. Or maybe, because they've only played these games, they think they don't like board games because they don't like those games. So we're going to take a look at a few games, and our first suggestion would be to keep it familiar. So first one.
So we've got Ticket to Ride, which is a set collection and route building game themed around train lines. So you're collecting different colored train cards, which will allow you to place your little trains onto the board, earning you points. Now, when someone runs out of their trains, that triggers the end of the game, and whoever's got the most points at the end wins. So there's no surprises in this box. When we're talking about familiarity, it uses mechanics that have been around for ages.
Yeah, set collection, placing pieces on a board. It's all really comfortable, very familiar. Nothing's too surprising.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to learn and to teach to somebody who wants to learn. And I think also the theme is quite pleasant as well.
Yeah, you can take it really easy. You can just, it's not very strategically deep. You can just sort of relax, play some cards, put out some little train routes. It's very comfortable and straightforward. And
it's satisfying, too, to see your lines growing in front of you as you develop your train lines. It's quite nice to play. And my parents, it went down really well with them, especially my dad, who is now obsessed with the game. He recently picked up Rails and Sails, and then the last time that we were talking to them, he told us that in the middle of the night, without my mom knowing, he bought...
I think we've all been there.
He bought the 10th anniversary edition, and he was so proud of all the little pieces, the quality of them, and the tins that they come in. He couldn't say enough about it. So it's particularly
well, the great thing is we taught them how to play it. They bought the original Ticket to Ride, then they played it with their friends. They do regular game meetups with them. Their friends have now bought it. These are all people that used to play games like Euchre, which we played with them, Phase 10, Farkle. Like, these are all traditionalists, and they love this game. And I think for people that don't like board games or think they don't like board games, it's great as well because it's familiar as far as the map that you play on. You know, you were saying to me that you've got the American map. If they're from America, they might just find it nice and like, oh, that's where I'm from, or they'll tell stories about where they've been in relation to the map. So it's a good introductory game for people like that.
Definitely.
Our second game is a game called King Domino. So in King Domino, you take the basic rules of dominoes, and then it just makes more of a game. So you're trying to make a 5x5 grid of these domino pieces, and domino rules are basically that you can only put the same type next to another type or the same number next to another number. In this game, it's all different types like the plains and the fields and the water. And once you've all finished your 5x5 grids, you just tally up points based on what types you put out and the values that they have. Again, not really much more to add. It's if they're familiar with dominoes and games like that, then they'll know how to play this, and there's not going to be any surprises.
It's easy to pick up, easy to teach.
Yeah, it's super straightforward. And again, if you're not into board games, it's still really, really straightforward. And the reason we know this is because my mum is the other category of traditionalist. She used to never play games with us when we started buying them because she hates board games, or that's what she thought. She's since played a lot more with us, and we played this with her a few months ago, and we played 2 games back to back. And after the second game, she was like, could you buy me this game and send it to me because I love this game. And so she is someone that went from saying, I will not play any games with you because I hate board games, to someone that now has their own board game collection.
A real success story,
so,
I would say.
Another just great example of a game like this.
Our final example of a game is Roll For It, which is a push your luck dice rolling game where you'll have some cards in front of you that show different values of dice that are required in order for you to earn that card and get those points. So you'll be rolling your dice to try and achieve that target so that you can collect the card and have those points. That's essentially the game. It's pretty simple. Again, easy to learn, easy to pick up and play. Yeah. It's also addictive.
It is. I went to an event in Scotland a few years ago with some friends, and there was about 8 of us, which this plays up to, and we played this game after game after game. Yeah. because people just want it to keep going because it's quick. Again, it's familiar. They were familiar with games where you roll dice. And that, again, it fulfills that sort of familiarity criteria. So
this worked really well for my mom. She loves things. She has phase 10 dice. And Farkle, I think, is another game that she really likes. So she really likes rolling dice. And this went down really well with her. She enjoyed it. Yeah. She asked to play it again and again. So we know that it works for her. One thing that I would mention that you should consider before bringing Roll For It to the table is the dice are quite small. So if you've got a player who can't see so well, or maybe they're arthritic and they can't pick up really tiny components, it's just something to consider.
Yeah, it might be worth it if you do have someone like that. Let's say you want to play with a grandma or a grandpa that, likes older board games, wants to try something new. You could just upgrade the dice. You could just buy bigger ones. As long as they're all D6s, 6-sided dice, then you'll be fine. It
works, yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, they're not the specific game recommendations. These are more just examples of how you can look at something that they like previously and build onto that. So our next sort of recommendation or idea would be make it about the other person.
Yeah, something to keep in mind is that this is not about you. Yes, you want to play games with this person, but think about them. You want them to be comfortable coming to the table. You want this to be inviting. It's got to be a pleasant, enjoyable experience. So think about, like we've been talking about, things that are familiar to them, things that they'll already know about. Perhaps think about even the setting here. What's their favorite drink? Maybe you should make it or buy it, have it there.
If they have a snack that they really like.
Yeah, or even the music. Could you maybe put on a tune that is quite nostalgic for them or something? This is about making them feel comfortable so that they have a positive association with this game that you're about to play.
Yeah, that really helps. And that has worked for us. All of these games have been huge hits with both of our parents and some of our extended family. So yeah, again, in the description, there'll be further links to these. If you have any other alternatives, let us know. This is the sort of one that we really want to hear your opinions on because it just helps everyone. If you say, oh, my parents really loved this game, another person might read that and go, oh, I'll try that with them. I really want to get them into gaming. So yeah, check out the description for more links, and our social media is all down there as well. So follow us on all of those.
Yeah.
And until the next one, we'll see you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Welcome back to Behind the Box. Let's start again because I forgot what I was supposed to say second. It's a weird little squeaky fart. No, it's like I hope that got picked up. So it was like a little fart where it's like
it was my tooth or something. I don't know.
Squeaky teeth.